plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 20. There he goes right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 14, run it. Now a pitch out to Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
On the toss play, Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he dropped. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. The screen pass here to Cohen, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Trubisky to throw again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Howard on the toss right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the toss, Cohen, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys are poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Howard. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
A second nice move, a spin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. Wilson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On 2nd down, Wilson. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal.